There was a massive explosion outside of Trump Tower in Las Vegas, and it was an exploding Tesla Cybertruck. Now, this story is crazy, especially since it happened on New Year's Day, and it happened just after that now known terror attack in New Orleans, which took the lives of, I think, 10 people is what the count's up to, and injured dozens more. In this attack, we believe it's an attack. It looks kind of like an attack. This Cybertruck exploded right out front of Trump Tower. And there was one fatality. Apparently, the driver or whoever was in the vehicle allegedly has died. And there were some other people standing around Trump Tower, because you can imagine it was early in the morning, but it was still a busy area that were injured in this blast as well. We do have video that was shared on the internet, a couple of different angles of this. And the first one is an explosion. Somebody in a neighboring hotel, in a hotel down the way, saw it, heard it, and took video from their hotel room.
I just heard a boom.
Oh my God. I heard that boom too, but I didn't know it was actually outside. I thought it was a person in the hallway.
So there you go. They're looking at it from another angle. You can see the smoke rising. You can see how there clearly was an explosion, and we got this photo. There was also video taken from the lobby shortly after the explosion. You can hear the alarm bells going off in the background. The Cybertruck is outside on fire currently. Yeah, they're zooming in, and you can see the flame. Oh, it's still popping. Still some explosions coming from the Cybertruck. You can hear what sounds like fireworks. You hear that? And that was one of the reports, that there were fireworks inside of the Cybertruck. Now, there's a couple of interesting things about this story. And before I start speculating, I'm going to share with you the official police report, because we do have the official police report. But let me just show you one more thing. This was the surveillance video of the actual explosion. This was because, you know, in Las Vegas, at Trump Tower especially, but in every hotel and casino in Las Vegas, they've got cameras everywhere. I mean, every single where. You are always on camera when you're in a hotel in Las Vegas. And this was the surveillance footage from outside at the time of the explosion. Watch this. There you go. Now you can see that there's people walking it looks like they're walking out of the building at the moment of impact, and then boom, it explodes, and there's shrapnel and debris everywhere. Now, if you watch again, you can see the fireworks. See the little, look at that, it's popping, and there's little things popping off. It looks like the fireworks display, and that would make sense because, you know, there's a lot of people that fire off fireworks on New Year's Eve and on New Year's Day. And in fact, a lot of states, this one that I'm in included, Florida, those are those two of like the 4 days of the year that you're allowed to fire off any kind of fireworks. There was a report, like I said, from the authorities. This is from ABC News, and this guy, I believe, is the sheriff in Las Vegas. Let me play this for you quickly.
My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. At 8:40 a.m. Las Vegas time, we received the report of an explosion and a fire at the Trump Towers, the iconic hotel that you see behind me. We were told that a 2024 Cybertruck pulled up to the front of the hotel, and in fact, I can tell you it pulled right up to the glass entrance doors of the hotel. We saw that smoke start showing from the vehicle, and then a large explosion from the truck occurs. There is one deceased individual in the Cybertruck, and I don't know whether it's a male or female at this time. We are investigating a number of leads, and I'm not prepared to release any of that information to you just yet. I can tell you that there are 7 victims right now that sustained injuries from the explosion. All of those have been reported to me at this point as minor injuries. We'll continue to hope and pray for their immediate recovery. Also, we're very well aware of what has happened in New Orleans with the event that occurred there and the number of victims there and the additional IEDs. So as you can imagine, with an explosion here on our iconic Las Vegas Boulevard, we are taking all of the precautions that we need to take to keep our community safe.
Now, there is a couple things that I wanted to mention about this, and in conjunction with the
individuals, to ask, have you seen them? Do you know these individuals?
Now, there's a couple things I'd like to bring up in conjunction with the terror attack in New Orleans. Now, this has not been confirmed to be a terror attack in New Orleans. I think there's a lot of evidence pointing that way. They found an ISIS flag, for example, on the back of the pickup truck. They believe that the gunman may have been radicalized by ISIS. We're not really sure 100%, but he did seem like he was driving. It's been confirmed by the authorities that he was driving in a way that was to do maximum damage to the amount of take the maximum amount of human life. And then he opened fire onto the crowd. And then just hours later after that, this Cybertruck explosion at Trump Tower in Las Vegas I don't know if they're linked, but it is quizzical that they would happen so directly proportionate to each other or in such a short time frame. And if you look at the Las Vegas sheriff corroborated the story. He said that the Cybertruck pulled up to Trump Tower right in front of Trump Tower. You can see it right there. It's right in the middle where there would be people coming and going, where maybe they thought they could blow out some of the glass doors. They knew that they were right by the Trump logo. All of a sudden, the Cybertruck explodes. And if you watch the explosion, it didn't come from the engine. It came from the interior. If it were some kind of battery explosion or some kind of electrical failure, you would think that it would come from where, the front or the back, wherever those things are located. I'm not really 100% sure in the Tesla Cybertruck, but it started directly in the middle. And there were fireworks inside, not just fireworks, but a lot. Like a bevy of fireworks, so many fireworks inside of this thing that it seems like the fireworks may have been there to add to the explosion or to add to the damage or to, I don't know, just make even more devastation. But if you watch it one more time, here it is. It pulls right up. Boom. It explodes right out front. And then when you look again, when you look at the lobby, when you look at the lobby here, you can hear the fireworks one more time. There's an explosion from the middle of the Cybertruck. More explosions from, it seems like there's something in the cab of the truck that just keeps exploding, and then you can hear those fireworks again. So the obvious explanation is this was premeditated. And when you look at the symbolism, think about this. The symbolism, it's Trump Tower, President Donald Trump about to be inaugurated for his second term. It's a Tesla Cybertruck. Tesla created and made by Elon Musk, who is not just one of the largest donors to the Trump campaign, but also head of Doge and somebody who's been put in charge of really, making the government efficient again, really cutting to the quick when it comes to government spending. And then when you link it to New Orleans is in Louisiana, and that is where Speaker of the House Mike Johnson reside. Mike Johnson is from Louisiana. He's a representative from there, and he's the Speaker of the House. And when you tie it all together, it just definitely seems like it's a little too coincidental for an Elon Musk made Cybertruck to pull up in front of Donald Trump's hotel in Las Vegas and explode just hours after a deadly terror attack in the home of Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, all on the same day, New Year's Eve 2025. I think somebody is trying to send a message to President Donald Trump. And I think that what we're starting to see here is we're starting to see the enemies of the United States of America start showing their faces again and start getting, this is the last ditch effort. I always said that the final months of Joe Biden's presidency would be the most dangerous. And what have we seen? Drones flying around in upstate, in parts of New Jersey and New York and Delaware area. Some people say they're searching for some kind of radioactive material or other threat to the United States of America. We've seen China getting bolstered in their language and their actions toward Taiwan. We've seen the war continue to rage in Ukraine and Vladimir Putin's Russia. And now we're starting to see terror attacks on New Year's Eve here on our homeland by ISIS, an organization that Donald Trump eradicated in his first administration, and using an Elon Musk Cybertruck as a weapon. The symbolism here is just too much to ignore. And as these events continue to unfold and as they continue to do more and more due diligence and investigating, I hope we find out the truth. And my hunch is that these attacks were maybe corroborated with each other. Anyway, if you haven't yet liked or subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now, because we'll bring you more information as we get it. We are live tomorrow as well, every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, 11 Central, for Mark Kaye Saves the Republic. Like, subscribe, and set those notifications right now.